That's the Grand Breeze here on Freedom FM's Night Cruise, and just like that, we're officially into hour 2 of the show. Welcome to the International Day to Combat Drought, otherwise known to you and I as Tuesday 17th of June. So whether you're up late, on the grind, or just soaking up the chill vibes, welcome aboard. And you've arrived just in time for our main event of the hour, Love Lyrics. Now, if you're a regular, you will know the drill, but for those of you who are newcomers, let me clue you in, because this is your chance to flex that musical memory and possibly win yourself a little late night fame, because right here in front of me, I've got the lyrics from a classic 90s or noughties tune, and your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to guess both the song title and the artist. Get it spot on, and you could bag yourself a full name check on the radio later on in the hour. And if you're not sure, or maybe feeling a little bit cheeky, then hit me with the silliest, most ridiculous answer you can think of. And if you manage to tickle the studio team's collective funny bones, you might just earn a partial mention as one of tonight's Midnight Messers. All right, with all that said, lend me your ears, because here are tonight's Love Lyrics. When the head of state didn't play guitar, not everybody drove a car. When music really mattered and when radio was king, when accountants didn't have control and the media couldn't buy your soul. Got it? Think you know the song and the artist? Or maybe have a wild guess that'll make us laugh? Then send me in your answers now on WhatsApp or text to 086-206-8888. That's 086-206-8888, and get involved. And just in case you missed them, here are the lyrics one more time. When the head of state didn't play guitar, not everybody drove a car. When music really mattered and when radio was king. When accountants didn't have control and the media couldn't buy your soul. All right, get guessing, and let's see just how sharp your musical memory really is. It's Freedom FM's Night Cruise, where the beats are smooth and the vibes are mellow, and the perfect soundtrack for late night relaxation is always on tap. But if you fancy a little bit more energy, a little bit more nostalgia, then you need to check out Eamon this Friday night from 8 p.m, because he's going to be bringing you the biggest and best party anthems from the 90s and the noughties. Pure throwback gold, trust me. So whether you want to unwind during the week or dance the night away at the weekend, Freedom FM has you covered. It's Freedom FM's Night Cruise, where we are deep in the heart of tonight's Love Lyrics Challenge. You know, the game where you put your musical memory to the test and guess the song and artist from hearing a few lines of a 90s or noughties classic. And this morning's lyrics are: when the head of state didn't play guitar, not everybody drove a car. When music really mattered and when radio was king. When accountants didn't have control and the media couldn't buy your soul. Now, plenty of you hit the mark with the right answer, but some of you have decided to take a slightly more, shall we say, inventive approach. And honestly, we love it when the Midnight Messers come out to play. So before we revisit those lyrics, let's shine a well-deserved spotlight on a few of the most brilliantly ridiculous answers we've received so far. And first up, it's Maeve in Kill the Grange in South Dublin, who's taken a bold swing and said, those lyrics sound like they don't come from Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. Maeve, Video Killed the Radio Star. You're absolutely right. This morning's lyrics don't sound anything like it. And for that, Maeve, you have officially earned yourself Midnight Messer status. Now, next up, it's John, also in South Dublin, this time in Loughlinstown, who's thrown caution to the wind and guessed Kung Fu Fighting by Carl Douglas. John, that is inspired nonsense, and I'm all for it. So, well played. You are a Midnight Messer. And finally, Margaret in Swords has come in strong with Ring My Bell by Anita Ward. Margaret, that is next level mischief. I love the boldness with which you dropped the wrong answer, and for that, you are a Midnight Messer. Now, for the rest of you night owls, there is still time to grab your moment of glory. If you know the song and artist, then send your answers over on WhatsApp to 086-206-8888. That's 086-206-8888. Don't miss your chance to grab a full name check on the radio. And as promised, here are tonight's love lyrics one more time. When the head of state didn't play guitar, not everybody drove a car. When music really mattered and when radio was king. When accountants didn't have control and the media couldn't buy your soul. Keep those guesses coming in. And while you mull over it, let's take a moment to enjoy this classic from the beautiful South. It's Freedom FM's Night Cruise, where it's time to wrap up this week's Love Lyrics game. The game where you tell me what song a certain set of lyrics come from. And earlier this morning, I read out these lyrics from a classic 90s or noughties song. When the head of state didn't play guitar, not everybody drove a car. When music really mattered and when radio was king. When accountants didn't have control and the media couldn't buy your soul. And I asked you to name the song and the artist. And let me tell you, you lot did not disappoint. So first off, a massive thank you to everyone who sent in correct answers. You know your tunes, but if you're new to the Night Cruise, I need to tell you that the studio computer randomly selects only 4 names from me to shout out. So if you don't hear yours, please know I truly appreciate that you joined in. Anyway, this week's Love Lyrics legends are Adam MacDonald in Artane, Joe Lowry in Stony Batter, Alice Sampson in Rathdrum, and Cora Waller in Cork. All 4 of you correctly guessed that tonight's Love Lyrics come from... hang on, before I say it, can I ask a little favour? If you loved playing Love Lyrics tonight, then spread the word, tell a friend, and get them involved to join in next Tuesday, just after midnight, when we'll do it all over again. Right now, it's time for the big reveal. Tonight's Love Lyrics come from none other than Sandy Tom. That was everything but the girl on the Night Cruise, and missing tells me that that is all the mess I can make of your radio this morning. Thank you for your company. Both you and your messages made the show, as they always do. Now remember, your friend and mine, Mr. Mike O.B., will have your breakfast at 8, while Alan will do the 2002 Freedom Years from 7, and just before him, Simon will be on the red eye from 5 a.m. As for me, I'll be back in a few hours' time at 11 p.m. with another Night Cruise, and when we'll get some Tuesday shifting and a little bit of triple threat on with you. So, my friends, until then, thank you for your time this time, and until next time, take care of yourselves and, of course, each other.